on, Dreams, and welcome back to the channel. I have been called out by many different people of I am a hater of this game, and I think that's fair. A lot of my clips online have been, you know, me hating on Rainbow Road, me hating on whatever, maybe Salty Speedway. I'm trying to prove to you guys today that I don't hate every track, but every track isn't perfect, and that's okay. And with that being said, we're gonna be using this tier list right here to rank all 32 courses within the game. To start off positively, we're gonna go to the A tier, and by A tier, I'm gonna put the section as, wow, I love this course. And for starters, Wario Stadium. Wario Stadium is actually a very fun course. Like, all the tricks you can do in this course is like really amazing. A lot of the grind rail stuff is really sick, and I like the theme of it. It actually feels like a big stadium, like fun park. I think it's one of the best courses in the game. I think it definitely is sitting in here. Yeah, you are right. It is much better than the last Wario Stadium. I think it's one of the peak ones, actually. One of the best, if not the. In this list also, I gotta put Airship Fortress. Very similar to, has the whole grind rails and a lot of fun tricks. The ending spiral, as in the 3D, in the DS, not the 3DS, in the DS, is also still there in this version, and I actually like it a lot because you actually use bullet bill extensions in that place. It's actually pretty sick. In some of the courses that have like the intermission part, it's actually really cool to go into it. I know in one of the cups of the rallies, actually, it's one of the first laps, so I really like that too. And I like it actually feels like a fortress. Like, it's very immersive this time around. What else would go into A, like in this tier? Like, wow! I think a lot of people feel this way too about this course, because it was like one of the first clips on like Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, like, oh, you gotta learn this one, it's really cool. This game has a lot of cool tricks. Great Mystery Block Ruins. Or question mark ruins. Very aesthetically pleasing, actually, to be able to go in the sky and that little water shoot up. And when you're doing like an one of the rallies, it's actually really sick to be able to like finish on this course and do that trick and actually win off of it. Learning that final trick is so satisfying. And when you actually consistently hit it and never like really have trouble, especially when you're predicting someone to do a lightning or see a shell coming to you and you're able to like dodge it still by having a shell or whatever it is, it's actually really awesome. I like the aesthetic of this course. The music's really beautiful as well. Shy Guy Bazaar is really fun, has a lot of fun tricks on that one. I think a lot of this one section is like, wow, this is fun tricks you can do, and they aren't super complicated either. The grind rails are really easy to get into. This is like the most Super Mario Land course you could ever ask for. Like, it has Daisy, a whole Daisy aesthetic to it. It's really fun. I like Shy Guy Bazaar. I think it has like a great theming to it, and like when you're driving around it in free roam is really nice too. Cheat Cheat Falls. I just am not a fan of Cheat Cheat Falls. The aesthetic is beautiful. So beautiful, actually. But I think the back half of the track of the water part is just not fun. The shortcuts is not even that fun. Like, you can try some shortcuts and it doesn't feel like you're really gaining too much from other people. They don't feel impactful. And I feel like the aesthetic of it is like, kind of just carries it. Which is why I want to put like, I'm gonna its own tier. Let's give this like, saved by aesthetic. High school aesthetic. It dev got better now that it is more accustomed to with the water driving. Still very mid though. It still doesn't feel that great, being honest. The only other one I can say that's saved by aesthetic while also being low is Koopa Troopa Beach. Now, I might even put Koopa Troopa Beach over it. Some people might think I'm crazy. This is like some people's least favorite course in the game. I'm sorry, man. The music on this course is just so damn good, man. And having a rave on a beach, even though like the 5 laps is kind of boring, it's just such a good song, man. This is the thing that kind of saves you from this one, because this is basically Baby Park, but less funny and way cooler. I think I'm gonna go into like some courses that I feel like they're not like that great. Like, they're like, they just make me a little upset when I play them every single time, actually. So some frustrating courses I would say to myself, in my opinion, by my experiences. You guys saw a nice little YouTube short about this recently. DK Spaceport. This is such a cool design of a course, just going up and like all the way upwards until you finish it, like the whole DK theme of the back of his debut. But gosh, this is such a frustrating course, dude. I know I'm not great at it. I know I'm not great at it, but it's so frustrating, man. It's like a deep sigh. I feel like half the race does not matter unless you get like a broken item and you're holding on to it. My other course in this category in the frustrating tier, my other one is Salty Speedway. I have said Salty Speedway is a cool concept. It's fun, cool little city. But remember, it's like Venice. You had like the people rowing the boats and everything. I think it could have been on land a little more, in my opinion. It's also the best free roam location. That's very true. If we're not talking about like racing courses, I would agree with that. Yes. Let's put like a middle category. Great. But I'll put ... A lot of these courses I'm about to list off right here, originally they were lower, but now they're higher. And that's how I felt about them as time's gone on. One of the courses I can think of first is Dandelion Depths. I think I've gone on record saying Dandelion Depths wasn't that fun at first, But as I practiced it more and played it more and like got like the bullet bill shortcuts and cut through it in intermission courses like during rallies, it's gone up, you know? I think what maybe rubbed me the wrong way was it feels like the water section isn't that bad. It's actually a good cut between. I think it's the start of the race. Yeah, I feel like it was like, wish there was like more you can do going descending into like the water depths part, you know? Dino Down Jungle also used to be like kind of lower, and I think I was way too harsh on it. After playing it a lot more and learning a little of the tricks and the lines to it, I like it. I like it. Your list is kind of bottom heavy for someone who's a hater. Now there are so many courses left. There are like 20 of them. Also, the rail piping section right before that grass patch is actually really cool. I know you can do a little feather jump, the skip it if you have one, but I don't get to do it very often because the feather doesn't come to me. Cause you know I'm always in the front and everything, so the feather doesn't come to me. It's just how the vibe is really. Dino Down Jungle is pretty awesome actually. I like it a lot. I wish it was a little longer. I feel like it wasn't so much turns, but they could have added another section. Like, you know how they did Peach Beach, and Peach Beach had like 3 different sections? I wish they could have done that with this course. So another one I want to put in this one would probably be, also Faraway Oasis. Faraway Oasis is actually a really fun course too. It's grown on me over time. I still need to learn the little water bounce jump that you do after that downhill on the railing. I think it's really cool. It looks really cool. That one turn still fucks me over. I almost messed it up the other day, like when we were playing. I won the knockout. It almost messed me up then. The water section actually isn't that bad. The beginning section is like really cool. A lot of fun tricks you can do in that section. You can take a lot of paths. You know what? Mario Bros. Circuit isn't that bad. I'm gonna say it. I think it's super fun. I think it's probably a tier down because it's Mario Circuit. Let's be real. It's Mario Bros. Circuit. It's not supposed to do everything for you, you know? You have the fun places where you can do the rail rides, do the rail jumps, but honestly, it's a fun track, nothing crazy about it. Now, this is rage bait. What, Mario Bros. Circuit being a super fun? If it was titled anything else, I think people will like this course a lot more. It's Mario Bros. Circuit, that's why. Since this is Mario Bros. Circuit, does that mean it's also Luigi's course? Maybe? It does say Mario Bros. Circuit. Is there anything Luigi, Mario Motors? Doesn't seem anything Luigi related. You know, I don't think it is. Oh, wait, nope. Yeah, this is definitely Mario. This is a Mario course, not Mario Bros. Luigi cucked once again. Hate to see it, unless it's over here. Oh, wait, hold up. I spoke too soon. Luigi tires. He gets one sign in this whole place. All you have to know is that Luigi does have one sign in there, and it's very small. Now, you guys are probably gonna say I'm a rage baiter right here in Peach Stadium. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's just great, but Peach Stadium is it's fun. I think it's just great, but I just don't like, dude, okay, this is a me thing personally, all right? It's my tier, this is a me thing. I just don't like that mushrooms don't really mean too much on this course, it feels like. It feels like mushrooms don't mean shit. The only beginning turn I can think of is that we can use a mushroom. Everywhere else doesn't feel like you can use the mushroom. And it feels like that item that's pretty good kind of just gets swept away. Now, the aesthetic of it's really peaceful, really nice, and the music is really fun too, which is why I put it in great. And also, as we're talking about Peach Stadium, who made this? Who made this version of Peach Stadium, dude? This is crazy bad of a stadium. I know it's only one lap, but who made that, dude? It's only one lap. You're doing a little like loop around it. It makes me mad, man. This version of Peach Stadium is crazy bad. I'm gonna stop thinking about it before I get a little too more mad. Okay? And a YouTube short, I talked about this. All right, I said this course can't be a top 3 course because it doesn't utilize this game's new mechanics pretty much at all or well enough. That's Rainbow Road. Now, where I'm putting this at is super fun. It's a super fun course. It just isn't, wow, I love this. I feel like when you even get the little skip jumps like over the map, it still is like, it's cool, but it's like, it doesn't, they could have done so much more of this course to do like something to do like use like the grind system, the rail system. I feel like it was such a missed opportunity of this course. What do you think is more important when it comes to Rainbow Road? Aesthetic or difficulty? When you think of Rainbow Road, when you're doing a Rainbow Road, what do you think is more important? I think it's a fair question because it does vary from person to person. Now, me personally, I've always felt like the intensity, the difficulty is the one that's always been more obvious on this course. Another super fun course, in my personal opinion, is this version of Crown City. I like that version of Crown City. I kind of like how wide it is. I like where the starting point is. I like the trick you can do on the 3rd lap, like towards the beginning of the 3rd lap, where you can like wall ride and do the grind rail ride and flip off the tropical palm tree. I don't know, I like it a lot. I think it's a very fun course, but I don't like this version though as much. I think this one's like definitely great, but I think what's cool about this one, it does end in the beach area instead of the streets, which makes me kind of like it because of that. It's not super hard. It's pretty easy to understand. It's just it comes up to you kind of fast though. Whistle Top Summit. Oh, amazing course. Whistle Stop Summit. My bad. It's called Whistle Stop, not Whistle Top. Make sure you guys know that. All right. You don't look like a silly guy, a silly gal over there. Is one of the hardest courses to perfect and be consistent at. You are rewarded very high for actually learning how to play this course. You can get really good at learning a course, and then you can still be humbled or put back down to your place with items and also like just how the attributes work, you know? But Whistle Stop Summit, if you know every line that you can possibly take in any category at any time, you're gonna thrive with this every single time. And that's where it stops, because it's like, even when you know it's like amazing and how awesome it is with all these things, I think it becomes a little slightly unfair for people who aren't like, you know, always putting time into this game, because let's be real, I might have 125 hours, 130 hours in this damn game. A lot of you have 30 hours, 20 hours, barely played the game as much as I am. I'm gonna openly admit it. Originally, I said that this is one of my, I didn't really care for Moo Meadows. And I feel like 1,000 people would have killed me if you guys said that. But now I'm putting it at GOAT status. It's a fun course. You can jump on the cows. You can rail ride. You can go through the mud. And most importantly, who hates the cow? The cow got the udders out. The cow doing its own thing, being really cool and very nice. And I'm not telling myself to put it here because my girlfriend might say like, oh, you hate me. I it's my own true thoughts, and I think the Moo Meadows is an amazing course, and I think it's a very, very desirable course. I think it's a GOAT. It's one of the GOAT courses. I think it's very hard to hate. It's a classic. It's been here forever. It gets more and more immersive as time goes on. The coolest lore about this course is that the cow and like, is it like the monster truck one, are really good on this course because you're going on dirt road. The cow's actually the best racer you can use on this course because it has the best stats for it. That's like really cool, honestly. That's one of the GOATs. There's another GOAT, like how MJ and LeBron are considered the GOATs, the same thing. And before we continue that, Desert Hills, I'm a Desert Hills enjoyer. I actually like Desert Hills. I think it's really cool. It's back from the DS. I'm actually a big fan of it. I like cutting through it. I like the little skips on it. I like the little the Maui heads going down that little slide back and forth. I think it's really fun. I think it's simple. I think it introduces the aspect of doing shortcuts, good obstacles. I like it a lot. Another course I actually used to not like at all, and it's gone upwards a lot, Toad Factory. Toad Factory is really fun. I enjoy like the little end section where you're jumping on the rails a bit, like from left to right. I actually really enjoyed the lore behind it. Like, hey, these blocks are gonna change the item boxes because they're actually like smashing items into it. That's sick as hell. I think it's cool to see the little toads doing work, quotations. And overall, it actually has a nice funkin' track that felt really nice to be remixed, and a very simple but also slightly difficult track. Like the turn sections are really nice. You have places to do rail rides, actually a good amount of places to rail ride on, and actually skip a lot of things and actually dodge things and take alternative paths. And the more I play it, I actually more respect it. Okay, Mario Circuit, it's in the super fun section for me. I think once you play all 3 laps and how fast it goes, it gets really fun. I think the shortcuts have always been nice. I've always disliked the sandy feel of all the Mario circuits, but this one feels like a nice little land. It actually feels like go-kart racing, like you're doing it in real life. And I like the little pit stops areas in between. Like you're going between the whole track. You're not just doing like part left, you're also doing part right. It's just Mario Circuit. There's not many places for you to do the rail riding stuff. There's a lot of shortcuts you can have, and it's actually, it feels like it'd be a really good course in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, honestly. So since it doesn't utilize the fun mechanics in this game, I think it stays in super fun. Okay, this course is one of the few courses that actually start up kind of high and have gone downwards for me. Acorn Heights. I actually used to think Acorn Heights is like pretty high. Now it's gone down. I think Acorn Heights is very pretty, very amazing. There's some fun shortcuts. There's like 3 shortcuts at the end. The one you skip the whole ground section on the cut. But I feel like it's just not as good as Wildwoods. If we're gonna throw some comparisons out there, it's just Wildwoods from 8 Deluxe, just not as cool. Peach Beach. Yeah, this is a tough one. I think Peach Beach is in this area. Probably right here. Peach Beach is very aesthetically pleasing. It does feel like a beach. It does feel like a palace. And it does feel like an own experience. So we're going through 3 different laps that are very, very, very different from each other. And it's always fun to do when you do knockout or do intermission courses. Because you get the full experience, basically. It's one of the few courses you get the full experience on it. I think it's just time to talk about the course you guys already know how I feel about this course. I know I said I'm gonna be positive during this stream. Look, I have so many great things in this section. Like, there's so many great courses in this game, but there's this one course I just don't like. I'm gonna put ... It's Choco Mountain. I guess that explains why I don't like Choco Mountain to people, all right? Because some of you might not be caught up in the lore. Back when I was playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I did a challenge where it was I had to stream online, playing a Mario Kart online during versus mode, worldwide, regional. I had to get every track in that game, all 96 courses, once. And I couldn't end stream. It took me 18 hours because in the midst of it, I made a rule. And essentially the rule was the only way I beat this challenge is if I don't get last on any of the races, any of them, because technically you're not finishing the race because the race stops before that. Now, I ended up not finishing the race on Choco Mountain once, and that set me back at least 4 hours. And when I finally got to Choco Mountain, finally got it back again, I nearly lost again, but luckily, oh, the Mario Kart gods prayed for me. They gave me all the mushrooms I needed at that moment. And because of that, I got out of there, and Choco Mountain is just not a fan. Me and them are not friends, all right? And I feel like also, I just don't like it doesn't look like chocolate. It just does, you cannot convince me that Choco Mountain looks like chocolate. I hate Choco Mountain with a burning passion, but for absolutely no reason. You don't need a reason. I'm giving you that validation. You don't need a reason. You don't need it. You don't need it, okay? It looks like sludge. It looks like mud. Is the joke that it's not chocolate? Let's continue. DK Pass. I've grown to like DK Pass a little more. It's actually pretty fun. It's a cute little course. Not a huge amount of shortcuts on this one. There are actually, no. I'll take that back. There are like some new shortcuts that have been discovered. There's the one where you jump and hit the tree line. That's really nice. There's also the one where you drive slightly up the mountain, where you skip the little pole jump section. That's really fun. I like this a lot. I like the aesthetic of it. I'm typically not a big fan of like DK mountain courses. Why does DK always get courses on a mountain? There's DK Mountain, there's there's Donkey Kong Summit, there's this one now. Does he like own every little mountain? Like how much real estate does this guy have? I don't think Donkey Kong was rich, but he suddenly has all these mountains. It makes sense that Wario has his own mountain. It makes sense he has his own gold mine. His own shipyard. That man's rich. Donkey Kong just collects bananas and sits around all day. He's a bum, if we're being honest here. How does he have 4 different mountains? He also has DK Jungle, which is a mountain also. Where is he getting all these mountains? Is this nepotism? And a spaceport, apparently. That's not a mountain, but he's actually going up a mountain, basically. Does Donkey Kong just like being high up in the air? Is this what I'm learning about him? Does he like just like looking in the up and like, bananas, bananas. Is that what he likes to do? Anyway, with that all being said, this is the best DK Mountain-ish course. Or we have Starview Peak and Sky High Sundae, which, in my opinion, Sky High Sundae has actually gone up. I used to not like Sky High Sundae back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's actually gone upwards since then. I think I like it a lot now. Like, I actually like it a lot now. I like the coloring, I like the aesthetic of it. It pretty much didn't really change aside from the floatiness, but also the shortcut's really nice. So Starview Peak, probably super fun. I think it's better than those. I think Starview Peak, honestly, let me be real with you. Stardew Peak feels like a Rainbow Road course, just not in the air. It feels like Rainbow Road a lot of times. Stardew is pretty cool. I think its biggest issue with me with Stardew Peak is that like the water section's like, there's not much to cut off really right there. Everyone's kind of like bunched together, but really close together. But I do like a lot though, what's really fun about it. You know when you go over like the little peak and you're about to finish the next lap or finish the lap? I like hitting people on that section. I like sliming people. That's really fun. Boo Cinema. Definitely I had thought of putting it right here at one point because I think Boo Cinema just feels like the aesthetic, the music, the design, the atmosphere. It just feels amazing. But as I played the course some more, it just feels you're really close together. You don't get the freedom of like exploring. I feel like half the Boo Cinema is kind of like not used. You're forced to go in the theater and out and then into the movie and then do the whole movie reel out the other side, and that's it. When there's like a top section, there's the outside section, which the intermission obviously does a great job at, which is fun. But it feels like you're just missing a lot of the cinema. And it's an original track too. Like I feel like they could have done this in like Mario 3DS or something like that, or Mario Kart 7. The fact they did it here is awesome, honestly. I like it a lot. But also I kind of like about it that when you're in the last lap on that last turn, everybody's throwing shells, boomerangs, fire flowers. Man, if you are not in like the top 2 or have like a star, man, you're about to get rage. You're about to rage. Okay, moving onwards, we have 3 left. Dry Bones Burnout, Wario Shipyard, and Bowser's Castle. I'm gonna drop them in 3 different areas. Bowser Castle, bam. Dry Bones Burnout, bam. Mario Shipyard, bam. Dry Bones Burnout, I wanted to like it a lot more, but it kind of didn't go up to here. But I like it a lot though. I like the multiple paths you have on Bone Dry, on Dry Bone. I keep saying Bone Dry, because I like Bone Dry dunes. It's a very fun aesthetic to it, you know? The nice like fiery feel of it. Dry Bowser, you remember when Dry Bowser was announced or like got revealed in Mario, New Super Mario Bros. On the DS? That was awesome. This is what this feels like. It feels like a homage to Dry Bowser even. Like it feels like, yeah, this is like the place where they all go melt and die, you know? It feels awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. Bowser's Castles, I'm sorry. Every game Bowser Castle comes in, like obviously in every Mario Kart's a new one, they just get better and better, man. I don't know how they do it. Like, Bowser Castle gets better and better. I remember the N64 Bowser Castle. I didn't like that one. But now here we are from Bowser Castle and Wii, and Bowser Castle and the 3DS, the 8. And now in World, I'm sorry, they're going on a crazy run. Bowser Castle just keeps getting better and better, man. The shortcut they have on this one, the shortcuts they have on this is really sick, dude. And the little like electrical slide when you go down right before ending the lap, it's so awesome, man. That's like, I love the little electricity. You feel like you're really go moving there. Wario Shipyard. A lot of people are gonna call me crazy for this last opinion, Wario Shipyard. I've heard Wario Shityard. I've heard this place has nothing to do with Wario. I heard, bro, there's a lot of water. I heard all these things, all right? Wario Shipyard is so fun, man. It is the thinking man's course. It's the thinking man's course. We're coining it as that, all right? Everything you gotta do is really, really strategic. And then once you learn this course, you're gonna enjoy it so much. Now, let's say you don't like the water in this course. Okay, yeah, you know, water in this game can be a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. You could easily skip a lot of the water section by jumping high, hitting the railings, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's like 3 sections where you can skip water, and it's really cool. Listen, I know it doesn't feel as much Wario themed anymore, but it's still Wario Shipyard. It's his shipyard. Like, bro doesn't have to paint his face on there like it's Mario Bros. Circuit, or it's like Toad Factory. Yeah, we know Toad works there, okay? He doesn't have to do that. And lastly, I think what's course is like so fun is just because it's the difficulty of it. Like, it's a little slippery because of the rain. It's a little dark, but the textures and the colors and everything like that just feel really illuminating to me. You might call me crazy or whatever it may be, but Shipyard is so much fun. It is the thinking man's course, man. All right, this is my final list. After a month of playing this game, for how many hours? 125 hours or more. I think I'm fair to say all this stuff. Yeah, I think I played this game a lot, honestly, and discovered a lot about this game.